Mandrake Project, Bruce Dickinson.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I love preview shows.
I'm Brian. I like preview shows.
God, well, I'm Dan. I despise preview shows, and this is the
Deck the Hallmark Podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Sure, for the spring. It's the album of the summer.
And friends host this podcast.
You guys couldn't just put on your old stuff.
We hope you like this job.
For the summer. That's a fall.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, boy.
You know what's great about Chris Gaines? Garth Brooks's.
You mean the... Yes, I know. Yes, nothing is great about Chris
Tell
Gaines.
Chris Gaines' one album, singular album, is a greatest hits album, which is great.
Wow.
They've created this like lore
I did
of
not know that.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
It's supposed to be a greatest hits album, and he has said it's a in like an interview from last year. He said that it's the greatest hits from 5 albums that haven't seen the light of day. Of
course.
That he actually made.
I don't know. I don't think he made them, but I think it's part of the lore of Chris
Does
Gaines.
Garth still like become Chris and do interviews? How did
no.
you hear this last year?
He didn't. Garth did an interview, and they were asking him
okay.
about it. And there's a whole backstory behind. Like they've created a whole life
Does
for Chris
he
Gaines.
admit that he and Chris Gaines are the same person?
I mean, even listen, the album.
This is important. Yeah.
Chris Gaines.
This is a preview episode at its finest.
The album title, like I think at a certain point they gave up because the one album is Garth Brooks in the life of Chris Gaines. So I think,
it's like, I'd say,
yeah.
That's Ryan Lewis doing a Macklemore's.
That's exactly right. All right, it's a preview show, everybody.
I thought it couldn't get worse. I honestly thought us previewing movies every month that we're going to watch.
Until we go seasonally. Yeah.
But now, from what I understand,
Yep.
we are previewing every movie that we're going to cover in March, even if it's not the Hallmark movie.
Makes a lot of
any
sense.
made for TV, because I think this is actually fair, and people can let us know if they think that they want us to do this moving forward. This month in particular, Hallmark's only putting out 3 movies. We get 2 weeks straight off with no Hallmark, and so obviously we had to fill it with some other stuff, and we're looking forward to heading over to some other networks. But occasionally we do an Up TV here, we do a Netflix there, we do other made for TV movies, and so maybe those should also be included because at least one of us is watching all of these movies.
Correct.
And so I think it's only fair. This month is a bit of a trial run, but we are going to be going through all 7 of the made-for-TV movies that we will be watching over the month of March. No
2 creams.
2 creams, 7 movies.
So I can basically I don't have to cream any Hallmark movies.
You don't
That's
have
true.
to.
I
You
love
don't have
this.
to.
Not contractually
You're starting to
obligated.
get me on board.
You don't have to.
You like that idea.
And I just want to say this is also nice because people ask all the time, like, what
What's your
lifetime
secret in life?
what's your secret? What's your skincare
Yeah,
routine?
of course.
And
Yeah,
which
yeah.
Lifetime movie are
What's
you
your
doing with
secret? All those
Patrick?
things, yes.
Are you doing an Up TV? And this way we get all these movies out there so
Yeah.
people can set
How
their
do we
DVRs.
maintain the weight that we currently operate at? Brandon, I get that question all the time.
Yeah.
Like, how do we maintain
On the daily.
maintain our weight?
100%, and that's more than fair. So the people that want to like DVR the Lifetime or the Up movie on philo.tv/DTH, if you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. Get
Right
ahead
now.
of the game,
Bingo
which I think
bongo.
is really nice. So 7 movies, 2 creams, and a real good time. Are you ready to go?
Okay. Yeah, let's do this thing.
Up first, we're heading over to Tubi.
Yeah, we are.
Heading over to Tubi. Haven't been to Tubi in a while. We're actually heading to Tubi with Alonzo in a few weeks for Hot Girl Winter.
That's a movie that came out.
Yeah, that's coming out. I believe
Good
it
title.
came out last year. We're doing it, I believe, in April, which I think is going to be a lot of fun.
Hot Girl Winter.
That is
Yes.
also another thing. I'm not including the Monday movies in this because those movies already came out.
Separate
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Are
Correct.
you ready?
Yeah.
Tubi
Yep.
for Earthquake Underground.
So this is
Is there a theme to these at all? They're not all
for
spring.
March. First of all,
They're not.
we decided for the March preview episode to include every movie, and we also decided for March just
No
let's
holds barred.
throw out any
No holds
pretense
barred.
that we're doing any sort of theme of any kind. It's just like,
Correct.
how about an earthquake movie?
Guess
you
so.
want it? You got it. Hot chocolate.
We
Like,
have
that is what we're doing.
earthquakes. We have a
Daffodils.
survival on an island movie.
Ooh.
We've got a royal movie.
Are we doing this
We've
out of-
got an Irish movie.
Clovers, pots of gold,
Oh, yeah, that's a good
lilies.
question.
What are we doing?
Kangaroos.
Uh,
Slam dunks.
flowers.
What about
Slam dunks, yeah,
I like
madnesses.
pot of golds.
Pots
Pots of
Gold?
gold.
Pot of gold.
Sure.
Two pot of goals.
Pot of gold.
Goals.
What's the one that would be most difficult for Brian to create?
Yeah, the
for
graphic wise.
The
Yeah.
graphic.
What about
Madnesses would be the most
Madness
difficult.
would be a tough one.
what about Shamrock milkshakes?
Ooh,
We've done it
The
before.
Shamrock
We have done-
Shakes?
we have
done
done
Shamrock
shakes.
Shakes before.
Surprisingly,
I think
so
we
that
did
would
it
be
Do we
last
want to? Do we
year.
want to mess with tradition at this point?
Let's go with pots of gold.
What about upsets?
Oh, that's a good
Upset
that's
specials.
great.
What about brackets?
bracket's a good one?
All right, Aaron, brackets or pot of golds?
Pots of gold.
Pots of gold.
Pot of golds.
Pot of gold.
Pot of golds. Up first, Earthquake Underground. It's premiering.
And I know we've got it. We
we
were
gotta-
up against it.
yeah.
Aren't all earthquacks underground?
Well, let's
find
Let's
out.
get to the
Tectonic
synopsis.
plates and whatnot under the surface, correct?
You sound ridiculous, Dan.
I'm sorry.
Holy
I'm
cow.
sorry. I thought I've just never experienced an above ground earthquake.
Get ready.
Today's March 1st, Aaron. When this episode's coming out, March 1st.
Today is
Today
March
is March
1st. We're
1st.
here
Okay.
early.
Earthquake
So
month.
this
First day of March.
this movie is out right now.
It's
on
out
the
right
Tubi.
now?
It's out right now.
Get your
On the
Quake
Tubi. Here's the synopsis. Oh, it's starring Houston Rhines,
Dude, Houston Rhines,
Let him finish.
Angela Cole,
Angela Cole, and Houston Rhines.
and Jenny Tran.
Oh. I got all three of them. Rhines, Cole, and
Talk
Tran.
about an earthquake.
Oh my
When-
goodness! How'd they afford it? That's why the earthquake's underground.
Exactly right. When a massive earthquake,
What kind of Richter scale we talking?
massive.
Off the scale.
When a
Charts?
massive earthquake submerges several subway cars
Oh no.
underground.
Several.
This is like the Boy Meets World New Year's Eve episode where they get stuck under the ground.
Under the ground.
You know the
When a
ground.
massive earthquake submerges several subway cars under the ground, a group of misfit passengers
Yeah.
band together to get to the surface or die trying.
Oh no.
This is. Have you heard of the movie Daylight with Sylvester Stallone?
No.
Oh man, it's a movie.
Daylight's going.
I think that this movie is going to be terrible.
Oh.
The question we have to ask is it going to be good terrible or bad terrible?
Yep.
I mean, you got Ryan's Cole and Tran involved. That's a big step in the right direction.
Yeah.
I can't wait for their next
Out of the gate, give me 2 pots of gold
Whoa.
and a cream.
Whoa.
Oh, you're creaming the
We
earthquake
don't get to
underground.
watch disaster
Good
movies
strategy.
on this program ever.
It's true.
Something new.
Yeah.
2 pots of gold and a cream. I'm firing out of the gate.
You sure are.
Firing out of the gate.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah, beat that.
Yeah. I can't. I was thinking 2 pots of gold as well
Wow.
for this bad boy. It could go bad being stuck underground
Sure
for
could.
so long. But
I think Ryan's Colin Train got it.
yeah, I think they probably got a good handle on it. You know what? 2.5 pots of gold for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bump it up a little.
I'm going
Ryan's
straight.
colon train.
Ryan's,
Oh,
Cole,
okay.
and Train.
I thought you said Ryan's colon
no,
train.
No.
And I was like,
Ryan's
what are
Cole
you-
Train.
That's their couple
Yeah.
their throuple nickname.
Yeah, that's
Ryan's
exactly right.
colon train.
I'm going to go straight down the middle with 3.
I don't think so. I don't think we
say
can.
that.
No.
I'm going straight down the middle with 3
Yeah,
pots
yeah.
of
Right down
gold.
the middle.
Right.
And I could be talked into a cream. I could be, if the
You could be talking to
situation's-
cream and Ryan's colon train.
Absolutely. You know what? I'm in. I'm creaming.
If anybody's gonna cream it, it's
Earthquake
gonna be
Underground.
Brand.
I agree with the
Yeah.
thought process
Nice
here,
going.
Dan.
Congrats.
We haven't done a ton of disaster
Bros.
movies, and if there's one company out there that I trust with disaster, it's Tubi, seeing as how they're a disaster. So I think that
man.
it's going to
Wow.
be a good time. And I'm looking forward to it. Earthquake Underground. Don't gotta wait long. We're talking about it next week, which is gonna be a lot of fun.
Exciting.
Exciting time.
You guys want to know what Patrick, myself, are going to be watching
Yeah,
over
tell us
there
all
on the
about it.
Deck to Lifetime Uncorked this month?
Yeah, and we'll give it a rating and a cream, even though we won't be watching
Absolutely.
it.
Brian,
This is easy.
Brian can watch it if he wants to.
I could.
Yeah.
You're right. I could.
You've
Nothing's
watched some
stopping me.
Lifetime movies
Yeah,
with me in
absolutely.
the past.
Absolutely. I have a good time doing that.
Hunting Housewives.
Okay.
Hunting Housewives, premiering on March 9th over on the Lifetime. It's starring Denise Richards,
Know that name?
Nene Leakes,
Yeah.
Yep.
What this Nene?
Kim Johnson Herchevik,
That sounds right.
Melissa Ford. Ready?
Melissa Ford?
Aaron likes.
Who do you love? Kim Johnson Herkovich.
She was on Dancing with the Stars. She was paired with Robert from Shark Tank.
Robert Herkovich.
They fell in love.
Oh.
And now they're married.
Oh, all right.
Well, there you go.
That
Yes,
helps.
now she's a housewife.
So was she just Kim Johnson before?
Yeah.
Okay. They didn't have the they don't put the
Hyphen.
hyphen there. So I didn't know. Okay. 4 friends. Carla Dodds, Rebel Karen Whitman, Jolie Simmons, and Cheryl Bouvier head for a much-needed spa retreat weekend away from their husbands, their children, and their busy schedules. When suddenly they find themselves downed in a plane crash with no knowledge of basic survival, the housewives must use their wits and whatever is in their designer bags to try to survive in the rugged wilds. When they realize they're not alone, even frenemies must align to outwit their
Outlast.
hunters.
Man.
They are literally
Intense.
hunted
Yeah.
housewives.
Okay, I got it. Wow.
I thought it was hunting housewives.
Yes, it
might have
is. But
been.
I'm
It
saying
might have been
they
at one
are
point.
they are hunted.
Man, this is a movie here.
Yeah. Talk about a premise.
Brian, you go ahead. How many
Yeah.
golds are you potting?
So if you're gonna trust anybody in the wild, in the wilderness, it is a housewife with their handbag. Like they're coming out on top. I'll spoil it for you all right now. 4 pots of gold and a cream. I have so much faith in this movie, just blowing away all expectations.
Dan?
This is tough because I know Ladies of the 80s was a big success. I also am not watching this movie, so I can't cream it because I don't want to get too excited about something I'm never going to get to experience. So I think this is going to be not as successful as Ladies of the 80s, and the premise is going to kind of just land flat, unfortunately. Give me 1 pot of gold, no creams for me.
Listen, I'm very excited about this movie. When Patrick sent it over to me, I clicked on the link, send me a contact, and was immediately like, this is the movie I'm most looking forward to this month, because it's not only like fish out of water. These women that they don't know how to survive. All they have is their handbags. And as Brian obviously stated, like there's no one that he would rather trust in a situation of survival than a housewife
With a handbag.
With a handbag, exactly right. But then you add the hunting element to it. You add these women who are not only are they trying to survive just from the elements, but also potentially from somebody on this island that is hunting them. You got a great premise here. I'm going 5, and I'm going to go ahead and unleash my second cream. I'm out for the month. I'm out for the month. So sue me.
Pop.
Congrats.
So sue me.
And then he's done.
I don't need anyone to tell me.
Blanks the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Blanks the rest of the
right.
way. That's exactly right. Let's
call
blank
you
our
Brandon
way.
Blanks.
Let's blank our way to break. We're gonna come right back. We're gonna get you some more movies
Take a
here
quick
on
blank.
Deck the
Deck the
Hallmark.
Hallmark.
We're back. Hi everybody.
hey.
Welcome back.
Hey.
We are previewing
Oh, it was a relaxing
some movies.
break.
We've been to Lifetime. We've been to Tubi. Now let's head over to Up TV
Yeah.
for our third movie. This is a royal makeover.
What? Dude, 0, no creams.
A royal. No, well, wait until you hear who's in it.
Sheesh.
Wait until you hear.
Okay,
it.
all right.
Veronica Long and Ricky Martinez.
Ricky Martin is in this movie?
No.
Oh.
Living La Vida Loca?
No, Ricky Martinez.
Martinez?
Okay.
You had it right the first time.
Ricky Martinez.
It just looks different than Martinez to me. Martinez. Right here. Is that Martinez?
That's Martinez.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You just got real small font.
I got scared. I got scared that I got it wrong.
you
gotta
nailed
go
it
La
the
Vida
first
Loca.
time.
Here's the synopsis. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
When All American Ramon, saw All American Ramon, by the way, so super good. When All American Ramon discovers he is the heir to the European kingdom of San Pablo, He is
That's a
daunted.
European kingdom of San Pablo.
You know,
Yeah,
the
just making
All-American
sure.
Ramon,
Yes.
European
All right,
San
just make
Pablo.
sure I'm tracking
Yeah.
here.
He is daunted by the prospect of becoming king. To prepare him for his royal duties, King Felipe hires royal expert Angelica to show Ramon the ropes on how a king is expected to behave for the coronation ceremony. It's Coronation Day. Through lessons in history, etiquette, fine dining, and even Spanish,
In the European.
Yep. That-
Angelica
Spain's in Europe. It's possible. Just San Pablo. I don't know.
Angelica transforms Ramon into the king he is destined to be. And maybe he found his queen in the process.
Ooh,
a
double
royal makeover.
Right.
Brian,
Yeah.
how many golds?
You
I
know,
want to know where to go with
I want to
it.
know where.
it sounds like a lot of lessons
Yeah.
and instruction, and that's not super exciting. I hope the scenery is great. Maybe, I don't know, fish out of water a little bit, but I'm gonna go just 2 pots of gold on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 0-0
Yeah, I was
situation
afraid of
for
that.
me. Up TV has released some of the worst movies I've seen all year by a mile, the 2 we've watched. I don't like a royal movie, and a makeover movie doesn't sound fun either. So it's a hard pass. It's a 0-0, double ought from me.
You know, I think the one thing this movie has going for me is that I feel like I've seen a lot of the women who become some sort of royalty and they have to learn and they go over there and they're like, hey, now this is a fella who's going to be trained by Angelica to learn the ropes of royalty. That's exactly right. So I'm intrigued by it. I'm nervous.
I think you're also riding high off of your experience with the last Up TV movie,
That's
which
true.
you adored
That's
with Joey
true.
Lawrence in it.
That's
Yes,
true.
correct.
Joey Lawrence isn't in this movie, and that's unfortunate. I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go 2.
All right.
I'm gonna go a little low.
Yeah.
I've mentioned it in the most recent of the royal movies that we have reviewed that I'm a little roiled out. It's not something that excites me as much as maybe it once did. So I'm not as much of a royal boy. And so I'm going 2. I'm going right there with 2. Hey guys, our first Hallmark movie of the month is coming out on March 15th. Watch after we review that we put out this episode. Hallmark just like dumps movies out.
Yeah.
We found some.
Oh, that's happening.
We found
there
them.
will be an extra acquired film that we didn't preview. I can guarantee. That's why maybe we shouldn't do a monthly preview, but I don't know. Go ahead.
You don't let the fear of failure keep you from doing.
That's right.
Amen.
Just go forward.
Amen.
We'll just do an amendment to the preview episode.
This is Crimes of Fashion: Killer Clutch.
Boy.
This is with Brooke Dorsey and Giles Marini.
There's
It's
no way
Giles.
that's right.
It's Giles
No, I
Marini.
don't know. That's probably Giles.
I do want to just the tagline here real quick is glitz, glam, fashion, and murder. A Paris fashion show takes a tumble down the runway. Lauren Elliott is a leading psychologist who lands a dream job as a performance coach at the Parisian-based House of Trésor. Trésor?
Huh?
Tremors? A coveted fashion brand run by Virgil St. James.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I know I'm not gonna call people out here because it's a famous fashion. They didn't include. It's clearly they put in parentheses actor name with quote unquote credit. So it's like clearly this is not a finished synopsis yet.
Oh,
We got
gotcha.
some,
Sure. A little
We've all
blanks
been
to
there,
fill
though.
in. Yeah, we sure have.
A famous fashion designer, Virgil St. James. With the help of Lauren's calming techniques, Virgil's Paris Fashion Week show is a success. But the applause of the audience is interrupted by screams when Charlotte, played by actor name, you know the one from credits.
Yes, sure. From credits.
Lauren's best friend is discovered behind the catwalk standing over the body of Trésor's business manager.
No.
Boy.
As Lauren uses her expert skills to unravel the case with the help of Andre
3000?
Yes. Duvrelu, played by Marini. An alluring but guarded French detective. The two discover a counterfeit handbag, ring,
This is like the whole movie.
and a growing list of fashionable suspects.
Yep.
Shout out to our pal Taylor Albers at crownmedia.com.
Shout out.
Brian.
This is why I never got into fashion. So dangerous.
This is why?
This is why.
Because
It's
of
just
what happens.
dangerous.
I don't know,
plot
man.
of
You're
this
rocking
movie?
that Deck the Hallmark bomber
Bomber
jacket
jacket.
available now. Deckthehallmark.com/shop.
That's right. You could grab one or
You've
two.
got so
for the
many
whole
in
family.
stock. Please.
Please take them off our hands.
They're wonderful.
We
They're
don't
wonderful.
have
This
access to our
is-
closet right now.
This is a great
Just
jacket.
jammed all in there.
What a cool I like a premise for a murder, a fashion show. It sounds brand new and fresh. I hope there's actually some good Parisian scenes, but it sounds like we're locked at the runway most of the time.
You think they're going to
Are
be
you
locked
talking yourself into this or out of it right now?
I'm pumping
You've
myself
been
up,
in
I
and
think is what-
out
Yeah.
5 different
It's
times.
Parisian, but we're going to be on the runway. That's a new idea.
Yeah, we're gonna be locked
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't know
room. I hope we get some Paris, maybe some croissants, but we're probably just
croissant.
stuck in the green room. Yeah, you know what? I'll go 4 pots of gold on this bad boy.
How many croissants?
2.5 croissants. I can't do too many croissants.
No. You don't want to
Buttery flaky
Do it.
crust.
Yeah. 4.
4 pots
4 for
of
the
gold
record.
for
Yeah.
that one. Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Dan.
Oh, yeah. This sounds miserable. One
A
for
fashionista
Brooke
like
Dorsey.
yourself?
I know, right? One for Brooke Dorsey. I'm excited to see her hopefully get
Sweet
a mystery wheel. I hope it's really good so she gets to keep doing the character. So 1 for her, nothing for anything else happening.
The thing that stuck out to me most in this synopsis is the fact that it is her good friend that is found standing over a dead body. I think that's really intriguing that this person who this is their new job, their first time here, first fashion show, and her best friend is found over a dead body.
You can't kill on the first.
Yeah,
job,
You
like first day on
got
the
to
job.
wait, and you've been playing a long game there here, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I'm intrigued by it. I think there's a lot of potential here. Obviously, love Brooke and excited to see her with this in a role that I haven't seen her do yet. This like real mystery type thing. I think it could be a lot of fun, and I'm going to go with 4. 4
Wow.
Yeah.
pots of golds.
Are we
With a
editing this
fashion.
like in real time? What's going on? Why did you do that?
That's something new I was trying. I don't know. Let's do one more, and then we'll take a quick break.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to Netflix.
Yeah, we
Right.
are.
We're doing Irish Wish,
Okie doke.
starring
Wish.
Ed Spielers,
Yep.
Alexander Vlahos,
Okay.
Yep.
and Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, just Lindsay Lohan.
And
Third
Lindsay
billing.
Lohan
Yeah.
for her second of, I believe,
Card-carrying-
3 movies that she's doing.
Card-carrying members of the Lohanessence.
Yes.
Yes.
Jax and Alonzo are going to be really upset that she got third billing here from you.
No, I waited. It was like a.
Oh, it was a big reveal.
It was a big reveal.
Okay,
That's
got
what
it.
that
Got it.
was.
Got it. Got it.
A little bit of backfire there, though.
Yeah, gosh.
It sounded like you didn't care about Lindsay Lohan.
No, I care about her a lot.
We're in the Lahana songs.
Herbie fully loaded.
You write her a letter every day.
Yeah. And I tell
Why
her,
won't she answer your GD letter?
I send her a letter every day with 300 words from the Herbie fully loaded script. And she doesn't get back to me.
I'm sure she appreciates it.
I'm just going through the script.
And you just, she doesn't. Yeah.
And it's not a script you can find online.
not
I have to
stalking her.
listen
You
and
listen
transcribe it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for you.
We don't know what that sound means. Irish Wish.
Yep.
When the love of her life gets engaged to her best friend,
Oh, hate that.
So my best friend's
Maddie-
wedding situation.
Maddie puts her feelings aside to be a bridesmaid at the wedding in Ireland. Days before the pair are to marry, Maddie makes a spontaneous wish for true love.
What about it's an Irish?
It's an Irish wish.
Yeah.
The next morning, she wakes up
Wish.
as the bride to be.
Oh snap!
With her dreams seemingly coming true, Maddie soon realizes that her real soulmate is someone else entirely.
Wow.
Irish Wish.
I was underwhelmed by the last Lindsay Lohan Netflix movie, but this sounds like the nostalgia vehicle for her. It's got a little dash of Freaky Friday in there. She wakes up as somebody different or in a different situation.
We did it again.
Classic, Kevin. The classic plot. And maybe this will get her back to the thing that she was so successful at.
Yeah.
I am cautiously optimistic about this movie.
Is this a joke?
3 pots of gold, 1 cream.
Whoa.
There you have it.
Calm down.
Wow. Man.
I'm
over
ready.
the set.
Maybe I'm jumping on the Lohana-san's bandwagon.
Welcome.
Man.
There's always room on board.
I was
God, that your
considering.
third. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, well, it was a
Ryan?
reveal. I was considering a cream as well. Now I feel like I might need to spread it out. All right, four pots of gold for this one. You got me excited about it. Your big reveal worked for me. I didn't see it coming.
Thank you.
This sounds cool. Sounds like a lot of fun. 4 pots of gold.
No cream though. Wow, stingy over there.
Send
Obviously,
you with the cream. That's what they call me.
obviously, Lohan gets a pot of gold.
Just one. Okay.
By herself. Just by showing up to work, she gets her own pot of
That's
gold,
right.
and she can do with that what she
What
wants.
she
to.
wants, of course.
The plot here gets 4. I think this
Whoa.
is thrilling. I think this is a thrilling
5
idea.
spot?
Sounds like, if my math is right, Dan.
5 spot for the Irish Wish. Obviously, I'm fresh out of creams.
And a blank.
I mean,
Just throw a blank at the wall.
If I had a cream, I would cream this movie.
So you
But
say you wish
I'm
you
gonna
had
let-
a cream.
Yes.
I'm gonna let my pots of gold do the talking here. I'm just going 5.
Yeah.
5 big old pots. Big old pots.
Big old
for
pots.
Irish
Big old
Wish.
pots of gold.
Not standard size pots. Big old pots.
XL pots.
Hey, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We got a couple more Hallmark movies to close out the
Phew.
month.
Okey-doke.
Here on Deck the
Deck the
Hallmark.
Hallmark.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, wow.
We're
That's
talking about a little something we like to call
March?
preview show. It's a preview show. Sometimes you start a sentence and you forgot.
You forgot, but we
It
weren't talking
doesn't-
about a movie.
Doesn't work
just
here.
yet.
Yes. We are about to talk about 2 movies, though. Hallmark closing out the month strong. They open the month and they say, everyone needs a breather here. So let's wait until March Madness starts and then start premiering movies. And that's what we got going on here. 2 movies to close the month. And I would say a couple heavy hitters.
Oof.
Up
Big
first, March 23rd.
time.
Shifting
23rd?
Still don't know the date.
March. Listen closely.
Yeah.
Look at my lips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at my lips.
Olive juice.
Hold on. March 23rd.
23rd?
Yeah, the 23rd.
23rd.
Teared.
Teared?
20
Teared.
teared.
3rd. 23rd.
Hey.
Got it.
Sounds like Teared.
Turd. Yes.
Starring Tyler Hines
Oh, boy.
and Cat Burrell.
It's just Cat Barrel. How hard is that?
Burrell.
Cat Barrel?
I got a little scared.
23rd. Cat Barrel.
It's Cat Barrel. It's Cat Barrel. After female mechanic Jess.
Why? Why did they need to say female mechanic? I think we understand. After mechanic
Oh,
Jess.
it's different.
Is it?
Well, I think Jess can be you go either way there. So I think you throw
Jess eats
female to
her
let me
Jess.
know that
Uncle Jesse.
that Tyler's not playing Jess.
Okay,
Tyler's
but
gonna-
who's Tyler's name in the movie?
Luke?
Okay, yeah, I think we get there.
Yeah, but you want to help
After
us.
female mechanic, because she's a female that works on cars. Cool.
Named Jess.
After female mechanic Jess. I don't write the synopsis. You don't got to
Who
give
did?
me. I don't know. I don't have
Is there a
that
contact?
one. No, there's not a
in
full.
the
There's not a
contact?
full boy.
Why don't they put their
available
name
for
to
this
it?
one yet. After female mechanic Jess reluctantly agrees to participate in
the
a
starting
car
line?
restoration show, she is shocked to learn that her ex-boyfriend Luke is her main competitor.
Her male
His
ex-boyfriend.
male,
Her,
yeah,
her
male
male
ex-boyfriend.
ex-boyfriend
Yes.
For clarity.
is the main competitor.
Oh no.
Will Sparks reignites. Brian?
Oh man, I think this. I might catch heat for this, but I am creaming this movie. I feel like
Where are you catching heat from?
Who's you're
it's an
creaming
easy
Tyler
cream.
Hines.
It's an easy cream. It's an auto cream,
It's
basically.
an easy, yeah.
It is an
Yeah,
auto
so-
cream.
You
but
didn't,
you
you
can't
didn't
not.
put any work into this cream.
I'm not going to embarrass myself and
This
not
cream's
cream
on autopilot.
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
Tyler
even. You're not even trying.
Cat Barrel movie. I'm not going to do that. So that, and then I'm going to go for pots of gold on this one. Rev the engine up with 4 pots of gold.
Great. Yeah,
There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4.
anytime anyone says rev the engine up a bit, we have to do that full sound effect, which is unfortunate that I said it again. Yeah.
We paid for the Rev the engine
did pay.
sound effects.
That's right, rev the engine up sound effect. We
in
did
the
it.
archives
And
we bought.
Yeah, we paid for it. There's something we can do. We're not going to lose money on that.
No.
Yeah, so Tyler's
name's Tickle Tidbits.
Did we pay for that? That
it's
came with
almost
it,
like
I feel
we
like.
took our second break and we don't have enough to fill this last. It's kind of like that.
Tickle Tidbits.
Tickle Tidbits is on the line. Tickle, how's it going, buddy?
Doing well. How are you, sir?
I'm really good. I'm a little bit confused as to why you're here.
I share tidbits.
You sell tidbits,
I share them.
and we
Third?
we bought them. We bought the tidbit of the car revving up its engine from you.
I have a tidbit for you.
Why is your first name Tickle?
Tickle Tidbits.
Don't ask.
why?
Don't ask about that.
Because it's my name.
Okay.
I'll ask you why your name's Dan.
Yes, that's what my parents name you. Your parents
Exactly.
Name your parents name you Tickle.
Tickle Tidbits.
Tickle Tidbits.
Yes.
Are there other tidbits that you've sold to us?
I didn't sell them. I give them to you free.
You give them to us.
Yes.
Do you do this for everyone or just
Everyone.
For us?
Everyone that
Everybody.
asks.
Everyone gets a tidbit?
Okay. Cool. Well, what other tidbits have you given away?
Lots of them.
Such as?
I like how tall things are.
That's a good tidbit. It's good to know.
Are you ready for a car-related tidbit?
I would love a car-related
Please.
tidbit.
Make it good.
In at least some cities, the parking. There's an ad.
Are you just
Are you
getting these
switching to
off
an
of
app?
Wikipedia?
Do we have to pay you for that?
You're just reading. We could do this. We could do what you're doing.
It's like a surprise tidbit. Like we don't know
Yeah.
what we're getting.
we don't know
It
what
could
we're
be
getting.
really good.
That's right.
We,
It could
tidbit
be.
we never found.
It sounds like you're working on this in real time.
If you don't
Tickle.
want me here, I don't have to.
I don't want you here.
Okay.
I don't want you here.
Hey,
Thanks, that's
tidbit,
all it took?
Just real quick.
Great.
Just one.
There's over 1 billion vehicles being used around the world.
That's okay.
That's more of a fun fact.
Sounds
than
like
a
too
tidbit.
many. actually.
Tidbits out.
Yeah, I think we needed fun fact Frankie to come in. We don't. That's just an animal.
Tidbit. I'm doing a
It's really
fun thing. I'm
revving the
doing a fun
engine on
boy.
that
Okay,
one.
that's
go.
really good.
Dan?
I never. Yeah.
I forget what I said.
Tyler's last 2 movies have been bad. They've been bad movies. And I love Tyler, and he's wonderful, but his last 2 movies haven't been great. And that is just that's the facts. You're not, especially when you work for Hallmark, they're not all going to be winners.
He's giving you facts.
I
folks.
think
Different than tidbits.
you got Cat Barrel, you got Tyler Hines, Cars. You don't usually get that on Hallmark. I think this is going to be better than average, and so
Wow.
I'm going to give it 3. I'm going to give it 3 pots of gold.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a good number. Right down the middle.
Right down the no. I would
I
never.
almost got him, Brad.
You almost got
I
it
almost had him.
on bad math.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for this. I think it's going to be fine. I don't really like cars. I was going to lie and say I do like them. I see them and my eyes glaze over a bit. When I see what do they call like fancy cars like honchos? What do they call
They
them?
call them honchos. That's what they do.
antique?
When you see a row
muscle
of
car?
When I see a
honchos
row-
out there,
when I see a row
you're
of-
just like, boy, I don't care.
The top, the head of it.
When I see a row of honchos with their hoods open, I don't care. I don't care, and that's where.
I don't think you're
Honchos with
talking
their-
about cars,
Yeah,
but I could be
honchos with
wrong.
Their hoods open.
Nobody's creaming honchos with their heads open.
But I love T. Hines. I think I like Cat Barrel. I don't really remember, but I love her name, and so for that reason, I am giving the movie. I'm going right down the middle with 3 pots of gold, and I'm excited to see male Tyler Hines and female Cat Barrel do their thing.
Yep.
Are you ready for the final movie?
Sure am.
It's the final movie.
It's called An Easter Bloom.
Oh, I'm so psyched I got rid of my creams.
This is starring
Easter Bloom.
This is starring the Benjamin Hollingsworth.
Okay.
And,
Oh, good.
And go ahead and switch to my camera.
It's tea time, y'all!
Woo! Amy Teagard is back.
Yeah.
Man, maybe I wish I had a cream.
Well, wait until you hear that stuff.
I'm gonna. Yeah, it's still probably.
Wait till you hear
getting
about
like
this
0.
one. Wait till you hear about this
Is the
one.
Easter Bunny involved?
though. Oh. A young gardener, female gardener.
Thank you.
I actually don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yes. A young female gardener sets out to save her family farm by entering a floral competition for
Botanic
Easter.
Cup? Duh.
It's a Botanic Cup. She meets a local pastor along the way
Oh no!
Oh, it's
that helps her restore the hope
faith.
she's lost. Brian?
Yep. Well,
What's got you down here?
Is the Holy Spirit moving?
I'm just feel like I'm not feeling the flow. It just feels real subdued. I was looking
I
forward
don't know.
to ending on
Do
a
you know
high
if this
note.
is a Dayspring
It
movie? Have they
sounds
said that yet,
probably-
Aaron? I feel like I haven't seen the name Dayspring.
The fact that they didn't say they learned the real reason for the season was nice. It was nice that they showed a little bit of restraint there. And
You have to find some things out on your own, I guess. Yeah, boy. One pot of gold for me on this one. I hope they exceed expectations on that, though, and we end on a really high note. Yep.
Yeah, I don't see anything about Dayspring being
Dayspring?
attached
Okay.
to this, so I don't know like how
okay.
avert the religious notes will be in this movie. But it's an Easter movie. It's like
An Easter
It is an
bloom.
Easter. Yeah.
yeah, it's just spring.
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say this isn't one of those weird religious movie. And with that in mind, I'm going to go straight down the middle 2.5 for the
Whoa.
cast. I think
Yeah.
Hollingsworth, we haven't seen Amy Teagard in a long time. And if it's not Dayspring and it's not a weird situation with the holiday Easter, then I'm more inclined to be on board. Whereas if it is a weird thing about Easter, then it's a hard 0.
An egg, if you will.
An egg. Yeah.
guys.
Easter egg.
This movie, the synopsis is a bit boring. I'm a bit scarred, obviously, from the Botanic Cup from a couple months ago, Dan, that you and I watched over on Up TV. But it's tea time, y'all. 5 pots of gold.
Just for tea
Let's
time.
go.
Who would you-
We back.
Can I ask you this? Who would
Yeah.
you trust more with this vehicle? Amy?
Rachel Lee Cook.
Yeah, okay.
Rachel Lee
RLC.
Cook. Rachel Lee Cook.
With
Yeah,
your
sure.
wife.
I just didn't
Well,
know. I didn't know.
I put it
So
on the
good
record.
question.
I put it on the record that
course.
there's no one I trust more
Yeah.
with my life than Rachel Lee Cook, and so
Can't go back on that.
I can't go back. My word's my bond.
Yep.
There you go, everybody. The 7 made-for-TV movies that we'll be watching in the month of March. Which it is today. Happy March, everybody.
Happy
March
March.
1st.
March.
Congratulations. We all made it past
Past
Leap
Leap
Day.
Day.
Hopefully.
And for those of you that are hearing this episode in 4 years when you finally come
We're
back,
sorry that you didn't. make it.
welcome. It's
But
great
you can
to.
find us on your Zenith.
That's exactly right there on your Zenith. We'll be back on Monday with another episode. Until then, enjoy your weekend, and may we be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmarks of Bramble Jam
Talk
podcast is
about
produced by
multiples.
Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.